In this tutorial, we learn the Web API part for Android phone communication. And let me explain. This is your device, the Android phone. When this Android phone opens the app, I'll give it in .NET MOI. The source code I will give it, you can see there and compile it for yourself. This mobile app will show a pairing code. This pairing code, the user will have to enter this pairing code into the web interface. Let me show you the place where it has to be added. So you can see when the project is opened, you have this device code. This is the actual pairing code, and here he will have to add, and you can even edit an existing one. Whatever is shown, that the user can just type in and maybe type some name for that and click on save. So this is the pairing code that the user will have to add from the mobile device. So once this pairing code is put on the control panel, then the user will click this start pairing button. This start pairing button will make a communication to a web API. This is the web API that I have to tell today. And after that, once pairing succeeds, the web API will give him the credentials. This phone will store those credentials for the next requests. And here, this is the page that will open on the Android phone, where the user can choose every 10 seconds, 30, 120 and start tracking. When he clicks on start tracking, then the web API communication will take place and a journey will be created, and then the coordinates will be continuously sent. This all is through web API, and this is the whole point of today's tutorial. So let us have a look at the project. Come to the Solution Explorer, and here we will have to map the web API, and we have a class web API mapper, and in that we have put all the code inside that class, the configure web API. And let us open your this, I think in utility folder. This contains many web API. This web API, if you remember, we have discussed in the user module tutorial. You can have a look at that. After that, we have added this path get credentials by pairing code. This pairing code will come from the mobile phone, and this is the API that will be called. Then create journey will again, this get credentials will send a device ID and name identifier, and on the basis of that, the mobile phone will send you command for creating a new journey, and similarly the location coordinates will be posted by the Android phone. And we have to look at this and the one API hidden on the right side, this one. So this and this we have to have a look now. So first of all, let us have a look at get credentials. They are defined on the same page here. This is the get credentials. It receives this pairing code from the remote device. This is obtained by dependency injection. And if the devices are, and if your database project context, it contains the incoming pairing code, the pairing code that we just now edited, then in that case, device ID and name identifier will be sent as plain text to the remote caller. This will be an OK result, and otherwise we'll say not found because the pairing code didn't match. And our next web API is post create journey. In that case, the remote device will send device ID and name identifier. How will it send? Because these were already sent in the get credentials web API request, and the remote device Android phone has cached them, has stored them. So this is some sort of authentication takes place, whether the incoming device ID matches the one configured and whether the name identifier matches, and then journey ID is created and new journey is added and saved, and the journey ID is then sent. The mobile phone will cache this journey ID, and each time it will keep sending you all the details. The mobile phone will send you through post location coordinates. This is a post request, This request will receive device ID, name identifier and an array of location points. This class I'll show you just now, and on the basis of that all the locations will be saved into the your locations database. And let us also have a look at the location. It is probably somewhere in the models folder, and in the location you can see you get journey ID, the log time, latitude and longitude. So this is how it is all working, and in the last tutorial I'll give you the compiled code and everything for the mobile application. You will have to go through that on your own. I'll close it right now. Thank you.